Hi everybody, I'm Janae and welcome back here to my channel. And Happy New Year. This is the start of 2022 and we have been through quite a bit over these past couple of years so far. So we'll see what 2022 has in store for us. And so of course with that, on New Year's, oftentimes people are talking about resolutions. And in this video I do want to talk about resolutions for a moment, but I want to talk specifically about what I believe would be some things that we can do to help us to have longer term results from any resolutions that we make. I will tell you right up front, I just don't make New Year's resolutions anymore. I rather make my own resolution moment to moment and day by day when it comes to things that I would like to work on or change for myself, rather than saying, well, January 1st, now is the time for me to change. You know, that kind of leads into a theme that we have during this time of year. You know, last week I talked about on Christmas Day how we give ourselves permission on Christmas to wonder and live in magic and become more childlike and to play and to experience that aspect of life. We wait and wait and wait most of the year for one day where we give ourselves permission to do this. And then a week later, we give ourselves permission on January 1st to change, to evolve, to make changes for ourselves or to do something different for ourselves. And we get all, you know, collectively, I'm speaking about, I know that not everybody does this individually, but collectively we get all excited about, okay, it's the start of the new year, new possibilities, all these things are going to be great and stuff, and oftentimes that fizzles away pretty quickly, right? I mean, how many people have signed up for a new gym membership to by February they haven't stepped foot in the gym again since that first week in January? You know, I mean, it happens so frequently, and I feel that part of why we see that result on such a frequent basis is because we're not making our resolution from a place with a deeper grounding, a deeper core meaning to it, but rather from a place of what society is telling us we need to change in order to be more a part of this community, be more a part of society. Well, you know, you don't look quite right, so you need to change how you look somehow. You need to wear different clothes, you need to be a different weight, you need to exercise more, you need to eat differently, you need to do all these things so that then you can be a part of this community, you know, that we call society. And the thing is that none of that's actually true. That's all conditioning, that's all programmed messages that we get. And we get it all year round, year after year after year. And then it gets more ingrained in us that this is how we're supposed to be, and this is how we're supposed to live. And that's not actually true. The truth of the matter is you already are part of community. You already are part of society. All you need to do is find out what part of it you're going to be and claim your spot. You know, so what are the wonderful aspects about you that you get to bring to this community that we're in? And whatever those wonderful aspects are, getting in touch with those so that you can bring those to the table in society, in this grand community that we're in. And so you may be sitting there wondering, okay, that sounds lovely, Janaea, but then how do you start to do that? And I have my own theory, my own personal beliefs of how you start to do that. And I want you to first picture that you're watching a movie. You know, when you're watching a movie, the screen is over here and you're back over here. But there's an actual physical separation between you and what it is that you're watching. So it makes it much easier to nitpick what you're seeing on the screen. And it makes it much easier to see what's around every corner when you're looking at the screen, because you're like, don't do, you know, you could be yelling at the screen, telling a character not to do something, and you know they're going to do it anyway. Right? Because you can see it coming. You're like, don't turn that corner. No, that's where the killer is. You know, and you know it's going to happen. You watch it happen. You're like, oh, how could they do it? Why did they do what they did? And they can't hear you. And you know that too. You know? But the thing is is that you are actually in your own movie. So your life, if you start to picture your life as being your own movie, and you're the star of that movie, but you now are living that movie, but you're also a part of watching yourself living that movie. And so the part of you that can step outside of that and watch the you in that movie is the part that gets to become the observer. You're still in the movie. You're not sitting in a separate chair in a theater somewhere watching it. You're an actual part of it. So that means that when you're yelling at the character on the screen that's not changing their behavior like you think that they should, when you start to be a part of your own movie and realize that you are actually able to do that, then you can make those changes. You can change the plot line. You can change the direction that your character goes at any moment during the course of that movie, unlike when you're watching a movie that somebody else has made. And so I feel that the first step in making longer term changes is not all about getting all motivated and gung-ho on one day of the year, but moment by moment, allowing yourself to be the observer of your own movie. And as you're doing so, you will start to notice what you're doing earlier on or what you're about to do, and then you can choose to do something differently instead. And so, like I said, the first part is becoming that observer. The next part is to start to wonder about what it is that your character is doing in its movie. And I'm not talking about this from a judgmental place where you're sitting there going, just criticizing and judging yourself for what you think you should be doing or should not be doing. All of those shoulds come from that external messaging and programming that we get bombarded with from the external world. What I'm talking about with wonder is sitting there and wondering like, wow, I wanted to go to the gym today. I was going to go to the gym today, but I didn't go to the gym today. I wonder why I didn't do that. Instead of criticizing myself for not going to the gym today, I just wonder, why did I make a different choice? And then so with that wonder starts to naturally come you asking yourself deeper questions. Why did I make the choice that I made? Is it because did I just not feel like going to the gym? Why did I not feel like going to the gym? I know when I go to the gym, I feel better after I've gone to the gym. So I know I'm going to have a positive result, but why did I not want to, what stopped me from getting there? Why did I not want to have that positive result? So you can start to wonder about it, and then you can make a decision in the moment. Well, you know what? It's too late for me to go to the gym right now, so I can't do that, but maybe I'll go for a walk. Maybe I can meet up with somebody and we can go for a walk in the park or in the neighborhood or something, and I'll still get a little bit of exercise in. But I'm doing this moment by moment instead of saying, I'm going to go to the gym every day for the next year. We already know that's probably not going to happen, unless the gym is in your home. And even then, it may not happen. So instead of making that kind of absolute resolution, we can instead make the resolution of, well, I'm going to uncover more deeply who I am without all of these external messages and focus instead on becoming the observer in my own life. And then as I'm observing, allowing myself to wonder about the actions that I'm taking. And if I'm taking an action that I don't feel is in my best interest, then I can choose again. And I can keep choosing again, moment by moment, day by day. And I personally believe that if we all individually start doing these very simple activities, really, if we start doing that, it's going to help us to gain deeper insight about ourselves. And we will naturally do things like change our diet, naturally change our exercise routine, naturally be different in our relationships, naturally be more productive in our work, because we're uncovering more deeply what's actually taking place in here, and we're releasing those external messages and not focusing on those. I mean, I just really feel that we have much more of a chance of sticking long term with whatever resolution it is that we want to make when we just make it moment by moment and we allow ourselves to observe what we're doing in each moment, allow ourselves to wonder, and then question ourselves about it in a loving way and choose again. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap up for today and get started on my new year, just moment by moment of things that I would like to do today without shaming myself if I don't get all of them done. Because guess what? I can choose again tomorrow and in the next moment. So in the meantime, you take care of yourselves. I will see you again soon in the next video. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.